My screen is visible.
Yes.
Yes.
So yesterday we installed Jenkins, SonarQube, Ivy, Docker. So these are the things yesterday we all installed and configured. Today I already set up all the things. In this case, in my case, there are two servers up and running. One is monitoring server. Instead of the monitoring server, I installed that three things like node exporter, Prometheus, and Grafana. And coming to Jenkins server, I installed Jenkins, SonarQube, Ivy, Docker, and all the things. So here my Jenkins up and running, and this SonarQube is up and running. Both services are up and running. I created a token and I added in the credentials in my Jenkins. So next thing is I am going to start the pipeline. So my pipeline syntax, all things are ready. So apply and save and build pipe now. So I need to configure the Grafana and Prometheus node exporter. I just installed that things. Before that, I need to log into the machine monitoring server. Right? We need to add the configuration static config. So we need to add targets. Now I need to add a target. That target is node exporter. And just to copy my node exporter, IP. And make sure there is no space in between these comments. Okay, save and exit. Just for a verification, we can test the command, all the command is already or not using prompt tool. See its success. Now I am going to quickly reload. So now this node exporter we included in the YAML file of the Prometheus. Okay, so go to Prometheus and refresh. Go to targets. Here you can see node exporter is up and running. See, we can see the metrics here. Pipeline is building. Everything is fine now. Docker part. As of now, there is no image push. Okay. So going to Grafana, admin, admin. I'm giving two new passwords. I'm going to add a new source, Prometheus. Scroll down, then Prometheus IP with the port number, and scroll down, save and text, go read, go to home, import dashboard. Now we are going to import node exporter full load. See, when we enter the ID, it knows that that ID is corresponding to node exporter full. And we need to choose the data source Prometheus import. So we will get the entire easy to machine details. See, it will take some time, last 5 minutes. Now it's pushing. See, pushed. Okay, meantime. Okay, now it's pushed. So the new application is pushed, last push less than a minute ago. So meantime, I'm going to configure, and now I'm going to monitor this entire Jenkins server in not I mean Grafana. So I installed a plugin Prometheus Metrics already. Then go to dashboard, manage Jenkins, go to system. Here we can see Prometheus C and default namespace. And here you can see some configurations are enabled. So I'm going to add to these two things, add build parameter label and add build status and Jenkins attribute dot Jenkins underscore job. That would be fine. Apply. Save. Now what we will do, we just go back to the machine server. And we log into the server where we installed Prometheus. Go to the same directory. Open the file. Here we need to add one more configuration for Jenkins. So here we need to provide the IP of Jenkins server. See success. Now I'm just reload the Prometheus configuration. Okay. Now the Prometheus configuration reload, not the service, only the configuration. Now go back to Prometheus and see any new target tools. See,
Are you seeing
Jenkins.
another screen?
You're not sharing other screen.
Oh, sorry. See, Jenkins one up and running. Click here. See, now we will get the dashboard of Jenkins. Sorry, the logs and metrics from Jenkins. Now go to dashboard, import dashboard. Then we need to, sorry. Before that, we need to add the data source because go back to home. Let's choose Prometheus. Prometheus font, that's fine. Here we need to provide the Prometheus. Before that, I'm checking with the new dashboard. Jenkins. Here we can see the IDs and all things. See, copy group ID. Just to go to paste here, load Jenkins performance and health order. Yes. Here we can see the Jenkins details. Okay. See, number of executor 2. When we configuring the Jenkins job, I select the executor free 2. See, number of successful job only 1. Verify that. See, our first job is done. Then the size, health, all the things we can see here. Mm, yeah, then we are almost done. Now we need to, s- I mean, I'm parallelly configuring Kubernetes cluster. I'm logging to the first server where I install Jenkins and Prometheus. Sorry, and Jenkins and some of you. So from here, I'm going to create EKS. Okay. So before that, I need to install the prerequisite like EKCTL, kubectl, CLA, all the things. So you can quickly create. First, I'm going to install kubectl. Successfully installed. AWS CLI. Successfully installed AWS CLI. Now I'm going to install kubectl. Sorry, EKCTL. That's done. Now we can directly install kubectl from command line. Before that, we need to add the roles and permission. Otherwise, we will get a error signal like this. So go to this is my mission. Go to security, modify role. Here I already created a role permission related to EKS configuration. So this is my role, EKS admin, update IA. That would be fine. Then go back, run it again. Meantime, we can go and configure Gmail because after the completion of uh, this build, we will get a confirmation. Okay, the build is success or not. So go to our Gmail, then go to accounts, Google accounts, then type password.
Is there on some other screen you want?
Oh, sorry. I mean, come to Gmail. This is my Gmail. Then go to Google accounts, then type app password. So here we can see a password, temporary password we can create. It's similar like a token. So whenever we configure this Gmail, we didn't give the actual Gmail password. We only give this created password. Okay. And I mean, in this account, I can't see that option because I need to enable the two-factor authentication. So my screen is visible, right? All of you.
I don't see any screen right now. Now I do.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I am going to account once again. Here type app password. See app password. Click. So here we can give some name for this app, like then print. So this is my token. Okay. Done. So I'm sharing that token to sharing that token with the Jenkins. So this is my token. Just copy my token. And go to the configuration. Before that, we need to add that token in our credential part of Jenkins. So go to credentials. My screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Yes, this is Jenkins screen.
Yes. We add one more. You can go with username with password is fine. Then the username we can give the email of our Gmail ID. Then the password part we can give that token. Okay, that we create a token. Name is Gmail. That would be fine. Okay. Now create. So we successfully added our email configuration in our credential. Then we need to go to systems. Here we can see there's the option for mailing. Email notification. See, email notification. So we need to configure the email notification here. So the SMTP server, we need to provide SMTP. Our SMTP is Gmail, right? Gmail.com.
Yes. Do we need to give that server detail or just for SMTP?
SMTP, that's all. It's
That is fine.
pointing to Gmail.
Okay.
You have a typo SM. Yeah, TP.
Then we can give the default user email suffix. Give the same user email ID of mine. Gmail. Can click advanced, use SSL, and Use SNDP authentication. SNDP port number is 465. Here we can directly like sending a test email. So click that and like give test email recipient is my night. By a test configuration. Email. Description. I think we need to use SNDP authentication too here. Give the same username.
Can I ask one question?
Yes.
I don't think I understood the part where you generated a token inside the email. What was that for?
That is, for example, now we are integrating a third-party application. In this case, for Gmail, Jenkins is a third-party application. So we didn't give the Gmail actual password for any application. For that, we can create a temporary token. Then use the token as the password for the Gmail configuration. So now we are using the Gmail ID, I mean the mail ID, and we didn't use the password, and we only use the token that created.
Okay.
So that token we can
And,
easily delete.
only Gmail. How many different email providers let you do that? Only Gmail.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
Sorry, how
No,
many?
I was just wondering, like, I don't know if like Yahoo Mail would let you do that, or where some other company's email would let you do that.
And I give the same password here as well. Okay. Now I'm going to test again. Four, 6, 5, 4, 8. Test. MS at test. See, email was successfully sent. I will check my email. See, you can see my screen, right? So this mail triggered by Jenkins. This way we will get the mail with the in our case we will get our job is success or not. Okay, so then we will get the try we scan details and we can integrate as per our needs. Okay, so all the things will send by Jenkins to our email. So this is just a test configuration mail. So after the build, we can check what other things comes here or not. Top share. So now I'm apply and save. And yes, my cluster is up and running. Oops, CTL. Fine, 3 nodes are up and running. And next thing is okay. Next thing is we need this Kubernetes configuration file to add in our Jenkins. Okay, Jenkins configuration. So that comes to this directory. See, dot cube. So that's the configuration file, nano config. So this is our configuration file, Kubernetes configuration file. So copy the configuration file. Okay. I just copy the configuration file and keep it as a text file. Okay. See, this is my configuration file. So I am going to save this file as text. Save as no config desktop. Save. Okay, fine. Now go back to Jenkins. Manage Jenkins plugins. Available plugins. We need to install Kubernetes plugins. Kubernetes client API, credential, CLI, and fine. Installation completed. Plugin installation completed. Just to go back. Credentials. One more credential I'm going to add. This is secret text, okay. Sorry, secret file. So choose the secret file that we already saved, the no config. This is a configuration of our Kubernetes, okay. Then the ID, Kubernetes. Kubernetes. Create. Okay. Now go back to our pipeline and add the stages for Kubernetes, and one more stage we included for the mailing the build details.
Tawfiq, you're not audible.
Yes, yes. I'm just copying the code actually. So these two,
Okay.
yeah, we add one stages to our deployment to the Kubernetes, and we can remove this line, okay, because we can create new one. So I'm just remove, just to go to pipeline syntax, and here we can like with this is the one, okay, Kubernetes config. So just select the configuration file here, and that's fine. Just generate some snippet, copy the code, then go back, paste. Okay. Then one more thing for the mailing configuration. Okay, this is a mailing configuration template that's for sending with the email text. Subject is this is a subject and this is a body, project name, built-in number, URL, and all the things we will get. An attach pattern. We include one attach pattern. Inside attach pattern means this Jenkins will send some documentation based on the Tribe text and Tribe email text. So both details we will get via mail to our configured Gmail address. Apply, save, build now. I'm audible, right?
Yes.
See the executor use. This means currently we are in build process. See, this is our EC2 machine, and coming to dashboard, we can see whatever data that we collected from different sources. So one is for Jenkins performance, and one is for EC2 configuration. So EC2. Meantime, we can just go to do one more thing that because in this case we successfully configure kubectl, right? Lost the function. 319. So our Kubernetes cluster is up and running. So now we need to monitor this Kubernetes cluster. Okay. So that we need to do some other approach. Okay. So yeah. So the above two cases this is our EC2 mission, and in this EC2 mission we install the Prometheus. So and the same EC2 mission we install Jenkins. So we can use each services with a different ports. For example, we can how we collect the data from the EC2 mission using node port, right? So install node port and connect with the node port. Then for Jenkins, how we monitor Jenkins services running in the same EC2. So we use a Jenkins IP and port number. Okay, so that we will get the data from Jenkins service to Prometheus. So now we are going to install. We already installed EKCTL, I mean Kubernetes. So again, we need to install the Prometheus inside the EKCTL. So coming to the Grafana, we're going to add one more data source as this Prometheus. So that will point to another dashboard for Kubernetes. So using Helm, we can simply install the Prometheus details within our Kubernetes. So we didn't bother about the YAML files for that deployment. So that we need to install Helm. This is for installing Helm, okay? See the version of Helm, it's done. Now we need to add some Helm charts within our environment. So see, table as added to a repository. From there, we need to choose our needed services.
You're not sharing other screen.
Oh, sorry. So this is my dashboard. So kubectl get now it will shown that tree not working. Then I am using these commands for installing Helm. So now the Helm, I added the Helm repos table from this directory. So it's already added to my repository. So from now in my repository, there is a lot of Helm charts. Okay. So from there, I am going to install my required one. My required one is repo for Prometheus. So that already added from the corresponding URL, that is Prometheus community. Now I am going to create a namespace called Prometheus. So it's created a namespace Prometheus kubectl get ns. See, one more namespace created. Under that namespace, we are going to deploy the Helm and deploy the Prometheus community package. Okay. See, now that Prometheus deployment is run and successful. Now in these ports, we need to edit one port. So why we edit means we need a external connection to the Prometheus. So in this case, all the service, these are service for the Prometheus. Okay, all services are internally connected, not external. I mean, any of the services is not exposed to outer world. So that we need to edit one of the configuration that is for this Prometheus. So how we editing? You can use kubectl edit command, that is kubectl edit service. Then the name of the service. Okay, here we are going to edit the stable queue Prometheus, STSA Prometheus. Stable queue STSA Prometheus. This one we are going to edit the service file. Okay, hit enter. See, this is a service file. I mean, service YAML for the Prometheus STA. Okay, so what we will do means just to go to the change the service type. So coming here, the type is equal to cluster IP. We are going to expose the service. Okay, using load balancer. So change the type as load balancer. Make sure the load capital and the balancer B should be capital. Then exit WQ enter. So here we can see it's edited. Kubernetes know that configuration. I mean the YAML file is edited. Then try again. See, now we will get a external URL to access the queue, stable queue Prometheus, STA Prometheus, that service. Only we expose the service, okay? So copy, we are facing one issue here. So meantime, we can go to Grafana and go to add no connection data source, add new data source, Prometheus. So this is Prometheus 2 or Kubernetes. And here we can provide our that external URL of our Kubernetes service. HTTP. And mention the port number of Prometheus. That is 900. Text and save. Oh, I missed the port number 9090. 9090 is the port number. That's why we get error. See, this actually correct to API. Then go back to home and import dashboard. Here we need to search for some Kubernetes dashboard for Grafana. Copy, paste, load, Kubernetes dashboard. We can integrate different dashboard for Kubernetes, like Kubernetes. And for example, we need to only concentrate on in this specific part of Kubernetes, like node or node head, pod head. Then we can choose different dashboard. This will, this include the entire dashboard. So import, see, this is our Kubernetes 3 node, 5 namespace, 6 running pods, all things we can see here. Okay, so now I am going to check my Jenkins pipeline. Config illegal basis data input. just to save my config file once again. Then I am going to add in my credential. Yeah. Will now. Anyone have any doubt as of now?
No, we have to practice this one out.
Sorry.
As of now, no doubt, but we have to practice.
I had one question.
Hmm.
When we give an IP address, like let's say 38.50, I'm making up something, 38.50, or like here, 3.110.40.192, right? Are we allowed to write HTTP colon // and then IP address in front of it, or we're not? Because I remember you were typing in somewhere in a YAML file in single quotes, and you removed HTTP and HTTPS. You just wrote the IP address and colon port number.
I mean, you mean onboarding the Prometheus, Kubernetes Prometheus, right?
I think somewhere in some YAML file when you were typing in the IP address and colon port number, there was
Yes,
a HTTP
yes,
in
yes.
front of it that you erased.
Yes.
So that's the syntax. Because
Yes.
some places you see https:// IP address. You can put that in a browser window and it would work, but maybe not in the YAML file.
I mean, you're talking about the configuration target adding in our YAML file, right? I mean, for example, we have a Prometheus YAML file. So inside the Prometheus YAML file, we need to add targeted machines or targeted resources. In our case, we add two targeted things. One is node exporter and one is Jenkins server. So whenever we onboarding, I mean, adding that configuration for the specific services, we need to provide the that service machine's IP, public IP with that service port number.
This happened in the beginning of the lecture. I forget what it was. It was some YAML file.
Yes, that's the default YAML file when we installing. We will get when we installing Prometheus.
Okay. So, but in the Prometheus, in the YAML file, you generally don't put HTTPS in front of the IP address.
No need of HTTP.
Okay.
Yes.
I guess you can try and put it in and see if it still works. If it will give you some error, then you remove it.
Sure.
Thanks.
That's actually created Kubernetes. See. See, our application is pushed by Jenkins. Everything is fine. Now, yeah. Go to dashboard. See, our two new ports are added for our application. That is, before it's 16, now it's 18. Then coming to the dashboard of Jenkins. Here, there is a spike in processing speeds. We can see here. Queue duration is now it's down because the build is done. Successful job one, failed job one. See, we had a failed job, right? Before this one, we had a failed one. That is, we can see in the dashboard of Grafana.
Which screen are you on? Grafana screen?
Sorry. Yes. See here we have a failed one. So it's listed here. And when coming to 30 minutes, see here, this is the time of the building our new project. Now it's going, cool down, queue duration. Here we can see a process speed spike here. So now we are going to see get SVC. So this is the URL for accessing our application. Copy. See, our application is up and running. This is a similar like a YouTube clone application.
So you pulled the links to YouTube onto here.
Some streaming links are attached to specific videos, I think, so that we can view some video. Okay, now our application is actually deployed. Now we need to integrate with the, just to go to application, configure, and this will integrate with our Jenkins, right? Sorry, GitHub. So we can say our containers CA and CD is working fine. Git. So this is my URL. Okay, I'm just to copy and paste. GitHub hook trigger for a ETSM polling. Apply, save. Now we need to go.
What is Git SCM? What is Git SCM?
That is a polling process because whenever there is new poll or new code changes in the GitHub, that it's like a polling system. Like at that time, Jenkins now something happened there, so it will get taking the code from this report to Jenkins.
Okay.
Now we need to add that integrate with the webhook. Okay, this GitHub to Jenkins. Add webhook. Then add webhook. Payload URL. Payload URL is of Jenkins. Copy. Paste. GitHub webhook. we will get a confirmation here. There's a tick mark. Yes, last delivery successful. Now what will we do? We are going to perform one more thing, like we install Git Bash. Okay, Git Bash. Git Bash is a tool. So this is my Git Bash tool. Okay, it's visible, right?
Yes.
So Git Bash is the tool developers using for like perform the source code changing. Okay, like source code management. This is a source code management tool, so we can use Git Bash to download all the, I mean, pulling all the repository files and folders in this local machine. Then they edit and adding new features or updating. Then they will try to push back to the main repository. Okay, so just to download Git Bash, we will get this dashboard. Now we can use, I mean, we can download or cloning the application using git clone. Then the repository name. In my case, my repository, go to application. This is the HTTPS URL. Go back and paste. So it will download full code here. You can see here like this one, a.clone cd a u clone. See, this is the entire files. We can see same files we can see here. All files are in my local machine now. So now what we will do? We will add new files or packages or new configuration to this uh, application files or adding new files or like that. Then we will push. I mean, we need to commit, right? After edit, we need to add, then we need to commit. These are the process. I mean, I think you remember our Git class, right? All of you. So now I am going to edit some file. cd src ls cd components. Yes. Sidebar jacks. I am open with some editor, nano editor, sidebar.jx file, sidebar. Here we can edit some like see now the sidebar is blue color, right? Coming to our application. You can see this is blue pointing, right? So now we are going to change. And we are going to change to run. Okay. Save and exit. Now what we need to do, we need to add that new changes to the corresponding files, right? Using git add. Okay. Now we need to commit, right? Git commit then the message open, change color from blue to red. This is a simple message for knowing what changes or what commit that we done. Blue to red. So it's committed. Now, but now, I mean, what happened here? Okay, now my screen is visible, right? Paint.
Yes.
This is our local machine, and we install Git Bash here. So that's a terminal, and we have a GitHub repository that is Cloud. This is our GitHub repository in Cloud. Okay, so using Git Bash, we clone enter files and directories to our local machine. Then we add some new features or adding some things in the existing file. Then commit that file with the message. Then what will be the next step is we need to push the new changes or the new all the files to the origin. This is our origin, right? So the GitHub repository have some changes. So the Jenkins know some new courses are hitting here. So Jenkins will build again and deploy to Kubernetes. So for that, we need to push that thing using Git push origin. And the I think this is a main. Just verify. Yes, that is main. So the command is git push origin main. So before that, we need to create a token for the same. So we need to access our GitHub, okay, from the local machine. So that we just go back. Go to settings. Here we can see developer settings. Developer settings. Personal access token. Token classic. Delete. Understand. So I'm going to create a new token. That's fine. Generate token. So this is my token, okay. And now I'm going to hit enter, git push origin main. Yes, this is the error related to user configuration. So we need to sort out that thing with the git commands. See, my username is Taufikes. Hit enter. Now push to main origin. We'll see. Here we can see up top or there's a pop-up open and choose token. Then we can paste the token there. See, everything is pushed. Now we can just go to dashboard of Jenkins. We can see. See, now build to one. See, now it's building. See, and we can see the changes. And here we can see the new commit and also change color from blue to red. The username is Taufik18, the user who made the changes. Everything we can see here. So again, it's running. Here we can see 2 successful jobs and 1 failed jobs in Jenkins. And this is a failed one and this is a successful one and one more before the 2 that is not seen here. And this is our 4th build. And after the build, here the blues, comes to red. Okay, that's a change that we made. Anyone have any doubt? All good, right?
I think you haven't finished pushing that change, right? Because you're
Yeah.
going to make the logo blue, but it's not blue yet. So you have to authenticate this push main error.
First thing,
Then it will be finished, right?
yeah. First I cloned. See, I cloned that image, okay, using git clone and the repository. So after the clone, you can see here my application listed in my local repository. I'm in my local machine. Okay. Then I'm going to change the directory to where my configuration. Okay. So I'm going to switch to CRC, CD components, and I changed some made some changes in the sidebar.js file. After changing, I used the git command git add space dot. This is for adding the ender changes that happen in the ender directory. So it will add the new changes. Then we need to commit the new changes, right? With a message -m, then the message color change, any message that we can give into the commit.
I just haven't seen the blue logo YouTube that you made.
Sorry,
I saw it as red. I didn't see what was blue.
this is the blue color. See,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I see.
that we are going to change it to red.
I see. Okay.
So after commit, there is one file changed. See, the Git knows that one file changed and one insertion there, like that. Then we need to push before. First, we need to do these things like the username and the user mail. That's how I missed that thing. That's why we will get an error in pushing. So I use git config do some user.mail, then the user mail of my GitHub account, then not GitHub account, any mail ID we can give on, okay? Because the Git bash knows this user with the mail ID made the push, made the work on the corresponding directory. After that, I'm using git push origin main. Git push origin means we push back to the origin where we cloned the files, okay? And the main means my branch is main, okay? You can see. See, this is in main. That's why we push to main. Got it?
Yes, that part I got.
So after the build, we can see the new changes. This will take some time, like after the build, the image scanning. These 12 ports related to Kubernetes namespace, and these two's, this is total, I think, and these two for default one. Now it's deploying to Kubernetes. Yeah, it's actually deployed. You can check. Time is too late there, right? Sorry for the, because
It's almost 11:30 now.
sorry.
Yeah, it's almost 11:30 now.
Okay. I think that mate doesn't fetch here. Yeah, I think this way we build, but I think I missed some code or anything like that. That's why it doesn't fetch here. Coming to your lab, you just try to change the code or something in that existing code, so that will fetch in your deployment. If anyone have doubt, then we can wind up. So this is completed, this lab. Checking with the no change. Okay, then we can wind up, right? All of you.
Sure. Have a good morning, Tawfiq. Have a good night, everybody else.
Yeah.
Right, Paul.
Bye.
Bye.
Perfect.
Yes, yes.
It's been completed actually.
Lab. This lab is completed.
No, my